campus. I'm here with
Cale,
who is a current freshman over at Stanford, just finished up his fall quarter. And I thought this would be a great opportunity for him to, just espouse his freshman wisdom on me being, like a recent admit. And I know that there's a lot of people watching who, just have questions and stuff. And so I went ahead and messaged the 2023 group chat just saying, hey, do you guys have any questions? And these were the questions that you guys had come up with. So I'm just gonna start asking them, see how it goes. What's your favorite hangout spot on campus?
my favorite hangout spot on campus is actually one of the lounges in my dorm. So I live in Norcliffe, AE. And on the third floor, we have a study room that a lot of people don't actually use at night. So you can just go in there. It has a TV and it's a flat screen. It's pretty nice. You can hook up your laptop. There's a bunch of couches there. I always hang out there and play cards or watch a movie.
Another question is, what are the different, freshman housing options? And what are your thoughts or experiences on each of them?
Okay, so there's 4 types of freshman housing, I think. There's all frosh, which is just, of course, all frosh. Yeah. And then 4-year housing, 50% frosh, and 50% the other 3 years. And then there's Frosoko, which is the freshman sophomore college. And then there's ethnic themed dorms like Ujama and Casa Zapata, and Okada and Mwekma. And the one I'm in, Norcliffe, is a 4-year. So that's really nice. You get a mix of people. Some people are really active socially and other people are pretty chill. And the dorm itself isn't the craziest. You can study if you want, but there's something happening. It's alive, at least. All frosh, from what I've seen, is always crazy all the time. It's a lot of fun, I think, but high energy. I don't think it was for me, or it is for me, because I put it down as my first choice, but I didn't get it. I got a 4-year instead, and I'm really grateful for that, because all frosh is crazy. It's pretty insane. Frosoko is a bit more tame. It's kind of dead sometimes, but I think some people like that. And yeah, I think themed dorms, I don't really know that much about them, but they seem pretty cool.
All right, so next question is, what's the deal with ESF and the requirements that they fulfill? Just more information about that.
So there are 2 classes you kind of have to take your freshman year. It's Power, which is an essay writing class. It's a lot of writing and doing, actually I don't know, I haven't taken Power yet, but it's a lot of stuff that you read and write and have a lot of class time on. And then the other one is Thinking Matters, which is a class, I think, that usually fulfills a way requirement, which is something you have to do by the time you graduate. And those are just full classes. They're usually interesting, but ESF, which is Education as Self-Fashioning, combines both the Thinking Matters class and the Power class into one. So you do a lot of writing on something interesting, I think. And instead of 4 units and 3 units, it's 7 units, so it's just together in one class for 1 quarter. And that's just a lot more efficient, I think. A lot of people really like it because you don't have to spread your Thinking Matters and Power across the 3 quarters you have here. I didn't do it. I just had a Thinking Matters class and I'm taking Power this quarter, so that'll just be a bunch of writing. So yeah, ESF, you have to apply. You'll hear more about it in your approaching Stanford forms, which will come to you sometime in June, I think.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I think you should do it, if you want to get rid of that.
For sure. This is, of course, a big thing that people are concerned about is food. So what is, your thoughts on Stanford dining, and then what are the best dining halls within that?
Stanford food is consistently okay, which is fine. It just gets very boring. Sometimes, I dislike breakfast a lot at my own dorm. I'm sorry, Lakeside, but it's just not up to standard, I don't think. It's just eggs every day. But meals are really good on off days. So Flomo Dining has Indian dinner every Sunday. I find that really it's really good. It's delicious, I think. Wilbur Brunch is every Saturday and Sunday for brunch. That's the best one. There's crepes, and I always mix my crepes with ice cream and the fruit compote they have. It's really good. It's really unhealthy, but that's what I eat every Sunday and Saturday. Ricker also has Death by Chocolate, which is this brownie covered in chocolate sauce. Every Thursday dinner at Ricker, Death by Chocolate. You just mix that with ice cream. That's pretty good. That's not dinner. That's not food, but Those are the best dining halls for that reason. Branner is also really good. Branner has consistently like quality food, I think, whenever I go. So Branner, Ricker, and Stern. Stern is pretty good as well. Those are burrito bowls, I think, for lunch.
So what is the typical mode of transportation for students, and what is the best way to acquire those modes of transportation?
Yeah, so most students use a bike. So a lot of students rent their bike from the bike store. I don't do that. I bought my bike because it's just a lot easier. The first week is really, really crazy because everyone's trying to get their bike from the bike store. You can either buy it or rent it. I bought my bike from another store off campus. I think it was Performance in Mountain View or Redwood City or something like that. Somewhere there, I don't really know. So I bought my bike, and that was actually a bit cheaper and easier to do, definitely, if you have a car, because it's off campus. But renting a bike and buying a bike is usually what people do. Otherwise, you can just walk. Campus is big, but it's not too big if you plan your day out. Like, you can cross campus in about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's
so, yeah, walking.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Like,
awesome.
Biking and walking. People have those motorized skateboards. Those are interesting. I wouldn't do it, but, yeah.
Nice. So, what is the bathroom situation at Stanford, and what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's disgusting. The bathrooms are, they're shared by a bunch of college students. They're very messy. Sometimes, actually, they're clean like every day, but they can get really gross. So bathrooms at Stanford are either segregated by gender or they're gender neutral. So four of the bathrooms in my dorm are segregated by gender, and then 2 of the communal ones are gender neutral. So it was kind of weird at first for me, because I've never been in a situation like that. Like, I would be brushing my teeth and then there'd be a girl in a towel like right over there, and that was just weird, but you get used to it. It's not awkward at all. It's just the bathrooms are gross. Like, that's the worst part.
How accessible is San Francisco / like the rest of the Bay Area via transportation and stuff?
I usually don't go to San Francisco that often because it's kind of far. It takes like 2 hours on the Cal train to get there. And to get to the Cal train, you have to like bike down Palm Drive, which doesn't take that long, but it's kind of, I don't know, I'm lazy. And I can find something like easier to do on campus than go to San Francisco. So I've been to San Francisco like over the last quarter of 11 weeks 3 times, which is not a lot. And those are like the 3 times I've ever left campus. So yeah, you get stuck in this bubble, which is great, but yeah, it's not like ideal. Like, it's hard to go places.
All right, so another question a lot of people ask about is basically like, how present is wealth on campus? And, you know, as someone who's, you know, from more middle class background, like, can you still feel fully like assimilated and present on campus, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely there's a lot of money on campus, both like in the administration and the university, and with students. So like, you get really, really rich, like kids that are just over there. They have like penthouses or whatever, and they go everywhere all the time. They're always flying. But then obviously there's middle class people, a lot of those kids, and then really, really low income kids who are on full rides, who are really watching their budget. So I think it's very inclusive. For me, I'm never like, I don't have to spend a lot of money. Mostly it's Uber rides. Like, whenever someone wants to go somewhere, like, we're gonna Uber. That's where a lot of the money gets spent. But Palo Alto is really, really expensive. So like, yeah, going off campus, you can kind of feel it. But like, you can kind of feel like the pressure to spend money. But on campus, definitely like, everyone else is spending the same prices. It's not, yeah. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, there are some students that are really rich and some students that are really poor, and then most students actually,
or somewhere in between.
Most are either really rich or really poor, and then there's like a little like sliver of middle class students. Because I think it's harder for middle class students to actually afford it.
Yeah. All right, so those are all the questions that you guys asked. If you have more like questions, comments, concerns, that kind of stuff, feel free to comment them down below. I'll be sure to find this guy and harass him with them in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the stuff that we have. thanks for watching. Don't forget to
be sure to like and subscribe to University. That's my YouTube collab channel with a bunch of other elitist institution students. But we're there. We have a YouTube channel. We're going strong. I'll be posting videos soon.
Yeah, you will.
Maybe with this guy. Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, cool. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, go check out University, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.